Hello traders, Vladimir here from Home Trader Club. Welcome to our weekly Forex forecast. In today's video, three instruments: euro dollar, pound dollar and the gold. The first one for today, the euro dollar. But before that, I want to take the opportunity and to make a big shout out to 8K Broker for supporting our community. To enjoy all the amazing offers we have with 8K Broker, including the access to Home Trader Club up to 1 full year, all the trading tools from the marketplace, the trading systems, private mentoring sessions and more, please refer to the link below this video in the description. Euro dollar, quick follow-up on what we discussed on the last weekly forecast that we've had here, and of course you can watch that on the channel. Our plan was to see the euro dollar topping around this area and from there begins to make the corrective structure to the downside. This is pretty much what happens on the euro dollar, and if we take a look quickly on the numbers, we will see that the 1 month change is still very positive, while the week goes in the negative area. The last 7 days change around 1%, and the last 24 hours also in the negative zone, which means we are currently in a corrective movement after a strong bullish momentum, which usually tends to take between 1 to 3, maybe 4 weeks until it actually finds some convenient bottom. And what happens with the euro dollar is basically very beautiful technical conditions. 2 following false breakout, 1 false breakout, 2nd false breakout under the bearish divergence on the moving average of the MACD, which usually means we are going for a corrective structure. Corrective structure could be either A, B, C, D, or sometimes it just move in a range before the market decides what is coming next. So what is planned on the euro dollar? Pretty much that I believe the correction is not over. I do think the euro should find a bottom somewhere soon, make some corrective movement here, and from there, once again, we are going either to move inside the range or we are going to get the second move to the downside before the euro will decide what is coming next. Few things to pay attention to: of course, the rising supportive line that we have on the euro dollar. But if you go to the daily chart, you would see here some very important levels. We have this demand area where buyers showed control and interest here. Then the next one is basically here around this zone where we can see the buyers rejecting before sellers took again the control. And if it goes below that, the next key level is the supportive zone, the broken resistance that was broken, now acts as support here and here. That becomes the potential final zone. I'm not sure the euro is ready to make this sort of a move, but to go and to test the previous lows here and here, I definitely believe the euro can make it. From there, I would expect to see some pullbacks before the next movement. So on the short term, from these key levels we mentioned, we can see the euro is making basically some sort of 3 waves, which once again I believe the euro will find some comfortable zone here. We'll try to push back towards this. Take a look on this KTLI. This is our key trading levels indicator, balance zone based on profile, volume profile. Of course, this is a key zone where we can see the euro pushing to the downside. That's my view here. What do you think about the euro dollar? Let me know in the comments. The next instrument for today, pound dollar. A quick follow-up on our last weekly forecast discussion. As you can see on this image here on above my video, we were expecting the pound dollar to top somewhere around the 130 psychological level and to make the retrace to the downside. So we can see that this zone holds pretty much similar to the euro dollar, where the bearish divergence on the moving average of the MACD and the bearish divergence on the RSI indicator both take control, and the pound dollar begins its corrective movement. The biggest question, what happens next? So we can see that the weekly and daily, both in the 4-hour chart, volume profile based levels. Again, this is our KTLI indicator, as you can see. Let me just remove that for your comfort. Okay, this is the daily level, and this is the weekly level. Okay, they are holding very, very nicely, and right now the price places itself below the 4-hour chart volume zone. So what happens next with the pound dollar? I believe there are several key zones to pay attention to. We have this rising support line, and of course we have this rising support line together with this dynamic 200 moving average. I believe this zone is what the pound dollar should do. I believe it also should clean this low first of all, get there. And then the levels to pay attention to, from my point of view, we have some inner zone here, right? Big demand area, buyers in control, range, boom, buyers explode. Similar happened here. These are the two key zones, of course. Buyers in massive control, little range, boom, explosion, buyers again in control. And the next key zone is the broken resistance that now acts as the support. As you can see, this would match pretty much clearly and beautifully the rising supportive lines. So I believe the pound dollar should be in some corrective movement towards these levels, as long as the most recent high actually holds. And if we take a look on the numbers, so we saw what happens on the with the euro dollar. The pound dollar is basically pretty much similar. The last month was very positive momentum, strong bullish momentum. Last 24 hours and last 7 days are in a negative area, which shows us that the corrective movement right now, corrective structure is due, and it is happening, and that's what makes me think we are due to the ABCD, maybe some sort of corrective channel here, which is also very acceptable scenario. So for me, pound dollar is still under the bearish correction. Also take a look on a daily chart just to understand the importance of the levels. We were riding for more than 20 candles ride on the upper Bollinger Band, which is a very, very strong sign. As we know, we are bouncing off these key highs that act as supply. Fantastic, nothing else to say. We have the candle patterns here, right? Evening star, which is now broken and closing below, which again gives some green light here for expected corrective movement, of course. And if we plot on the Bollinger Band the duplication, we would see that not this one, for the candle of the close here, for the candle of the close of the Bollinger Band, we are right on the dynamic Bollinger Band resistance, which again, from my point of view, should be a good sign that the pound is right now in some corrective structure. Again, as long as the last peak holds, okay, because everything is dynamic, everything could change eventually, especially with the news, the changing news every single day from the from Trump administration. But as long as the last peak holds, the corrective movement is here and likely to stay. What do you think about the pound? Let me know in the comments. The final one for today, the gold. Now, a quick follow-up on our last discussion from the last weekly forecast. Once again, you can watch the video, of course, to see the analysis. We were expecting that after this range, we will see the gold making another peak until the bearish divergence will complete, and then establish a peak before major reversal. So gold is taking this range, makes the breakout, makes the push as expected, and now we can see it attempt to show some corrective reaction already. So the way I see the gold, and by the way, I want to remind you once again that during the week we publish ideas for you in the blog. VladimirRibakov.com, also in the Trading View channel of ours. You can follow there as well. All the links below this video in the description. During the week, we published this idea for you in our blog, once again, VladimirRibakov.com. You can read there every day what the team has to tell and to show and to share with you. We found that bearish trading structure on the 15 minutes and expected the move to the downside, which, take a look here, it was phenomenal. 3 waves down, correction as expected, and boom, all the rest is history. It was fantastic end of the week with this gold trade. So what is next on the gold then? Let's go to the white screen. Do we have already an established peak? I am not confident that we do. Weekly has a potential bearish divergence, but for that we need this peak to actually form, and it didn't form yet. We have, take a look on the monthly chart, not because we're going to trade it, just to explain the trade. We have here clear overbought conditions, so it is question of time where the gold is going to actually peak and make a significant retrace. How it is going to happen, because the monthly and weekly are around the overbought conditions. Obviously, daily is forming this bearish divergence, so now we have to look for the potential reversal signs, and here is what I would expect to see from the gold. Ideal scenario would be if we can get the gold doing something like that, completing a false breakout and divergence on the 4-hour chart with already developed one daily divergence, and from there look for this bearish movement. Another possible scenario is that the gold will do something like that, 2 waves down, then 2 waves up or a range, and with the breakout we can then go also for the bearish direction. So for me, I am after sells the goals. Either we get a new peak and a false breakout, or we complete zigzag, 2 waves down, 2 waves up on the 4-hour chart, and for me that's a green light to go and take the gold to the downside. What do you think about this one? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty much it for this video. I hope you find value in this one and the trading ideas. If you do, please don't forget to hit this like button. If you are new to our channel, please consider to subscribe with the subscribe button below this video. And I want once again to take the opportunity to invite you to our trading family, Home Trader Club, where you get your access to our full courses, real-time trading education, real trading opportunities that we share with you in our dedicated channel, and so much more. Join our family with the link below this video in the description, or with the offers we have with 8K Broker, also with the link below this video in the description. Thanks for your time watching. Best to you and yours. I'll see you soon with more good trading. Bye for now.